Happy holidays, everyone. Welcome to our coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. Joined by Grant Hill and Tim Legler. This is Brian Anderson, and we'll have Ali LaForce reporting for us. So the opening lineup for the Mavericks. Tyler Hero is out there with R.J. Barrett. Then it's KD Capela. Then there's Aaron Gordon, and it's Durant in at the 3. And for Orlando, they've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Durant out there with Toumani Camara. And it's Maravich in at the shooting guard position. All right, Tim, when you look around the league and you see teams overachieving, what's behind that typically?
Yeah, Brian, typically when you see something like that, it's because a couple of role players have gotten off to a really hot start. The question is, can those guys sustain that over the long term? If that's the case, then that team could take a leap forward. Out in the open floor, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is one of the most dangerous players in this league.
On the wing, Durant. Laid it in. With a nice touch off the window.
Setting an aggressive tone early, challenging the heart of that defense.
Pass to Camara. Back to SGA. Uses the glass to finish the layup. SGA's got his second basket of the night.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
And here's Gordon. The 3-ball. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here's Maravich. Pass to Durant. The shot won't fall. Some solid defense from Barrett. The Mavericks on offense. Outside Durant. Fires it. Orlando grabs the miss.
Great work by the defense. That's the intensity coaches want to see.
Well, Tim, you talk about an NBA physique. Jalen Durant is absolutely shredded.
Yeah, and he defies gravity too, B.A. What I like is he understands his game. He doesn't get outside of himself. He focuses on running the floor and then getting eye level with the rim.
And it's the Magic with the ball after Dallas' three-pointer on the other end.
Offensively, they've been pretty sharp. 3 for 4 so far.
Now here's Hero. And you look at the numbers, currently around 22.5 points a game. Gordon finds Durant. Launches it from deep. The rebound by Duncan. The Magic have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Kevin Durant pulls it in.
Yeah, he's got to be mad at himself for missing that one, especially considering the defense didn't really affect him.
And that one drops.
And you don't see many mid-range shots from Barrett. He'd much rather take shots from beyond the arc or at the rim.
It's rebounded by Barrett. And he's going for the oop here. And Gordon with the big finish.
So this is Gordon at his best. Flying through the air and hammering home alley-oops with a little style.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Duncan. Here's Maravich. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? Hero, the pass to Gordon. Right wing. Hero against SGA. Back to Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
Well, the vertical Gordon has is phenomenal. So why settle for the layup when you can just slam it down?
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Billy Donovan had a few moments to share with me. I wanted to know what he had in store for Kevin Durant. He said, we have some plans, Coach said with a smile, but mostly it's about effort. We have to outwork him at all times. If we give him an inch, he's going to take a mile. So Coach is asking for his guys to go all out and try to slow KD down tonight. Back over to you, Brian.
All right, Allie, thanks once again.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. So Orlando ends up going with a new group. A big group substitution here for Dallas. Vukcevic, he's checked in for Capela. Smith comes in for Gordon. Terry's checked in for Barrett. And Sasser subbed in for Hero. And it's Lopez with the jam.
It's rare that one of the game's best scorers is also one of the best playmakers. Harden does it all at the offensive end.
Now here's Durant. He's got 5. On the clock. Pass to Terry. From the arc. Rebound by the Magic. Harden scanning the floor. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Dallas leading by 5. Sasser with the ball. Over to the wing. Here's Vukcevic. From outside, off the mark. The Magic have got 6 of 10 attempts to fall. Harden into the lane, and Harden with the slam.
And so often you see Harden flip the ball up there off the bounce, so it's cool to see him elevate and hammer it through.
Pass to Durant. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. Durant's got 7 points.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
Outside Harden. Inside. And finished off by Bull.
BA, the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, and absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Now here's Durant. Against Brooklyn, he was really on his game. Misses from close range. End of quarter management here. They can go 2 for 1.
Make the math work in your favor.
Here's Harden. There's the drive. And Harden with the slam.
And, you know, you can't underestimate Harden's ability to blow by defenders. It opens things up for him on the offensive side.
Pass to Vukcevic. So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Well, Grant, you look at James Harden's capacity to generate offense. He is still at an elite level.
Yeah, a virtuoso with the rock. Even as he slows down, his ability to change pace keeps defenders off balance and creates for himself and others. It's just a thing tomorrow play.
Simmons is checked in for Orlando. Jackson, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Tyler Hero comes in for Sasser. 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Terry. He's scoreless. Shot clock at 5. Here's Jackson. Bol grabs the board. Bol's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside Simmons. And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. The Mavericks on top. They're up by 1. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Orlando.
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area. And so far, the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
And another thing that has really opened up the rest of the floor is their damage from the mid-range area.
We've got Ben Simmons. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Duren. And it's Duncan in at the 4. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA using that size.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Here's Hero. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thank you, Brian. Tyler Hero wants to be the complete package. He said, quote, "I'm not thinking score, score, score. It's more about finding different ways to impact the game, knowing I don't have to force the issue. When I'm taking efficient shots and making the right passes, that makes us a dangerous team." Back over to you.
He's finding that balance. Okay, Allie, good stuff. Here's Hero. The Magic making their last shot. Here's Terry. No points so far. Clock at 6. Jackson left side. Duren with a rebound. Magic leading by 3. Right side Simmons. Here's Maravich. The 3 is up. And Vukcevic pulls it down. Hero against SGA. Pass to Terry. Here's Jackson. Dallas, no good that time either. Second quarter basketball. Just over a minute and a half played so far. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, that's why SGA has proven he's one of the most natural scorers in this league.
Jackson surveying the D. Driving inside. Here's Terry. Sends it home from three-point land. Terry's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Maravich. Duncan. Great positioning on the putback.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Mavericks trail by 4. Pass to Vukcevic. Unloads from 13. And it's Orlando with a rebound. Here's Maravich. And the layup falls. And great passing, so often the thing that separates the good from the great. Who, for your money, Tim, is the best in the association?
Well, what's crazy, B.A., is I think the top of the list belongs to a center. Dre, Nikola Jokic, to me, an all-time talent, still in his prime, and his playmaking ability, unquestionably, the best we have ever seen at the center position.
Never seen any player like him. He's amazing.
Maybe never will, either.
Maravich, no good.
Well, he better focus now. His efficiency is dropping, but there is enough game left to make corrections.
Let's check in with Allie LaForce for an injury update on Kevin Durant. Allie?
Trainer for the Mavericks let me know the status. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. And we know this type of injury can be a long road. However, the bright side at the moment is that they believe he may be able to play. Fingers crossed.
Thanks, Allie. Appreciate the update.
And I'm sure the training staff is doing everything they can to ensure he's back out there as quickly as possible.
Yeah, just a great job by Barrett. Pounding it inside and getting to the line.
And Barrett drops them both. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, defensively, it's a tough cover on SGA because he knows how to run the two-man game.
Mavericks trail by 6, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has made the move from star to superstar, Grant.
Well, no question, B.A. He's been a superstar for quite a few seasons now, but he's not satisfied and just continues to elevate his game year after year.
5 to shoot, and Gordon with the big finish.
Whoa, Aaron Gordon looking like he's in a slam dunk contest right there.
Thanks to AT&T for that fantastic look from their connected cam. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And, Tim, to have the success that SGA has had, is there something different to his approach?
Well, B.A., I just think he's so shifty, so quick in changing directions, and he can decelerate once he gets into the paint. That change of pace makes it very difficult to stop, and it's the reason he's the perennial league leader in drives to the rim.
Shout out Canada, too, eh?
Of the North.
A 6'6" playmaker. SGA has a great view of the floor.
And so Durant will bring it up for the Mavs. They trail by 7. Pass to Barrett. Capela, screen on Harden. And it's Capela with the jam.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis. Gilgeous-Alexander takes off.
And another bucket for him. What a quarter he has had.
Terry, the pass to Barrett. With some arc. Duran with a rebound. Duran's got 4 rebounds now. SGA looking around. Outside Kamara. Bol, a screen on Durant. Kamara with it. Checked by Gordon. And finished off by Bol.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet. Outside Barrett. And 1:01 left in the first half. Out to Gordon. Here's Terry. No good with the triple. Magic leading by 9. SGA passes to Harden. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Dallas has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. There's 31 seconds left to play in the second quarter. SGA passes to Durant. And the dunk by Durant.
And that is playing big down in the paint. Durant focused and flushing it home.
Mavericks trail by 11. Here's Barrett. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Here's Terry. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Terry's got 5 points in the quarter.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
And so it's the Orlando. Magic with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Billy Donovan here with us now, and Coach, your team finishing the first half in impressive fashion. What's working for you out there?
Yeah, well, I think we got some stops. We played good defense, allowed us to get out in transition. That was helpful. So just got to keep grinding away.
Defense has been their anchor so far. We'll see if they can keep it up, guys.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
Welcome. First up on the agenda tonight, let's see how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up.
Acclimating to the league is not that easy. These guys are already accepting the challenges and the rigors of the NBA, and they're crushing it. I'm surprised.
Yeah, I'm curious to see which rookie might take even another step. And circling back to the first half, things have not gone as planned for the Dallas Mavericks.
Losing the rebounding battle, it's easy to lose control of the game. Fortunately for them, they have another half to go.
Yeah, now they can lose by twice as much.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, he played such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
And what more can you ask of him? That is helping out your team.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. All right, time for an injury report.
Hey guys, I spoke with the head athletic trainer for Orlando. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. Although it takes a while to completely recover from his injury, he's been given the thumbs up from the training staff to play through it. So that's definitely something to keep track of while he's out there.
All right, Allie, thanks.
Well, that's an injury no player wants to deal with, but as we know, so many guys have dealt with it at some point.
On the court right now for Dallas. Kevin Durant is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then there's Tyler Hero. Then it's Clint Capela. And it's Barrett in at the 2 spot. That's good from Capela. And we're seeing teams now that have found success with twin towers inside. What's behind that, Tim?
Well, there's a big difference between positionless basketball and small ball. Key is, if you can be big and skilled, that's a pretty tough combination to match up with.
No matter how the game changes, rebounding is always going to be a factor.
It's always key.
He's off on the second. Legs night in, night out. You know what you're going to get from Clint Capela.
Well, B.A., he provides activity on both ends of the floor. On the glass, he will protect the rim, and he is a constant lob threat.
Oh, it is a nightmare trying to stay with Durant in fast break situations. Trust me, I know. His speed, agility, and intensity is just off the charts.
To the paint. And that one's good. Cole's got 4 points this quarter.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Now here's Barrett. You know, his stats have been solid, averaging around 18.5 points a game. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Capela. Basket's good. Capela's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Inside, Capela's physical ability makes the difference. He can get vertical, bump with you, whatever it takes.
Here's Maravich. Oh, the block shot. Grabs it out of the air. Pass to Durant. Up top, Hero. Outside, Barrett. Shoots from the elbow. Orlando with the rebound. Cole's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Magic leading by 8. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Maravich, the pass to Duncan. Gordon with a steal. Hero with it. Picked up by Simmons. And he lobs it up to the rim. And Gordon with the big finish.
And Tyler Hero has really evolved offensively. As you see, those assist numbers start to climb.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. The Magic have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Here's Gervin, guarded by Barrett. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That one on Capela.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And he can't get the first one. And no luck at the stripe this time. Second one won't fall.
That is disappointing. He is someone they normally rely on from the line.
Here's Barrett. Soft touch off the glass. And now just a 4-point Magic lead.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Here's Gervin, guarded by Barrett. Gervin, pass to Maravich. They set the screen. Pass to Duncan. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Their next game playing at home as the Pacers come to town. That game marks the start of a 4-game homestand for the club.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
In order to cut into a lead the way that they have, you must be outstanding on both ends.
Here's Maravich. Down low. Stolen by Capela. In transition. Here's Barrett. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
He has yet to miss a single shot. What a night he's having.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Stop the drought. SGA explodes to the rim.
Oh, man, and the defense now sees SGA taking flight. It's just too much.
And here's Hero, outside Durant. Back to Hero from outside the arc. The rebound by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thank you. The Dallas Mavericks are all in on defense. Coach Jason Kidd said, quote, "That's something you can hang your hat on, especially when your offense isn't going. Defense will give you a chance to win those ugly games. That gives you the opportunity to play for that bigger trophy." BA, back to you.
Gotta have it. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Vukcevic, he's checked in for Capela. Smith comes in for Gordon. And Terry subbed in for Barrett. Now here's SGA. He's got 19.
Yeah, a defense has to be very aware of Gilgeous-Alexander's attack mindset. He wants to get to the rim and do maximum damage.
Pass to Smith. The three is up. Orlando with the rebound. Duran's got rebound number 7 tonight. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 21. Shot clock at 6. And he makes it on the layup. And now a three-point Magic lead.
Well, they're winning this game in large part due to how efficient he's been, and it's why they'll continue to go to him.
Smith outside. Three-pointer. And that comes off the assist by Durant. Smith's got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, great heads-up play by Durant. Reading the floor and finding the guy with the best shot available.
SGA on the move. Duran with the bucket.
That's very smart use of the screen, and it sets up a very close look.
Dallas has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Jackson, he's checked in for Dallas. Pippen comes in for Tyler Hero. There's a minute 17 left in the third. Pass to Terry. Launches it. Fires it in the triple. Terry's got his third bucket of the night.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 23 points in the game. Duran the screen. It's SGA with a drive. And he banks in the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8 points here in the quarter.
And talk about imposing your will. That's 10 straight points in the paint.
41 seconds left in the third. And it's amazing. Neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time.
Yeah, these guys are leaving it all on the floor tonight.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's tipped. Pippen outside. Pass to Vukcevic. They set a pick. Jackson with it. And Kamara picks him up defensively. Vukcevic can't hit.
They've been dominating the boards tonight, yet it's still a close game.
Outside Harden. Tipped. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Harden. Got it up. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. The Mavericks on top. They lead by 1. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, playing for one another. That's the definition of teamwork.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Kevin Huerter out there with James Harden. Then there's Draymond Green. Then there's Toumani Camara. And it's Duncan in at the center position. That's who's out there for Orlando. Stolen by Hero. The three. And the Mavericks, another three. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
I really like their effort in transition tonight, constantly pushing the pace and then turning that into points.
What a nice read by Green. He's got a basketball IQ off the charts, an incredible understanding of the game.
Drains the triple. Hero's got 9 points now in the second half.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Harden, the pass to Duncan. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden.
Well, when Harden isn't scoring, he's setting up his teammates.
Dallas leading by 6. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. Here's Terry. Here's Hero. That shot, no good.
One thing they've done well tonight, and that's rebounding.
Outside Harden. Stolen by Hero. Oh, and a fast break for Dallas. Oh, now that's how you finish a break. Throw it down with force.
Well, if you give Hero a chance in the open floor, he loves to run. Great hustle that time, getting ahead of the break.
Basket counts.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Mavs. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Orlando making some changes. Jalen Duren comes in for Green, and SGA subbed in for Herter. Durant, he's checked in for Dallas. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message that Jason Kidd was giving to his team. He told his guys to stay after it, to not get complacent and lazy with this lead. He wants them to keep adding to it. We'll see if they're able to do it. Guys?
Appreciate the report, Allie.
Well, it's easy to see why SGA has risen to the level of superstar in this league. He is relentless.
SGA hits them both. And so it's Dallas with it. 6-point lead. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Hero against Duren. Hero, the pass to Terry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's Jackson with the 3. Orlando with the rebound. Duren's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
And they're winning this game despite his difficulties at the offensive end.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, the determination from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And that's what separates Shea from other guards. He can absorb the contact inside and still finish.
SGA against Hero. Pass to Smith. Now here's Durant. He's still feeling it. Duren with the rebound. Duren's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Gilgeous-Alexander against Jackson. Now Harden. To the middle. Here's Duncan. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. So for Dallas, Clint Capela, he's checked in for Smith. Gordon comes in for Jackson, and it's R.J. Barrett in for Terry. And the free throw, no good. Dallas has gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the fourth. Now Gordon. Outside Hero. Puts up the tray. Cleared away by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Duncan. He's guarded by Hero. Harden! And out of bounds. Dallas will have it. And so Hero will bring it up for Dallas. Barron outside. Now Gordon. Barron outside. Screen by Capela. Just 5 on the clock. He's off from 3. Orlando trailing here. Gilgeous-Alexander. Duren. Ooh, he leaves no question.
And he really stepped up in the clutch. It is great to see Duren asserting himself.
For Dallas, they've got 5 out of 10 shots to drop here in the final quarter. Now Capela. Yes, sir, it's good.
Oh, Capela stays ready. I mean, he's not his team's top scoring option, but he makes plays when he needs to.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. SGA, and he slams it down.
Huge bucket by SGA. What a sense for the big moment.
Here's Hero. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. Takes a 3. Duren pulls it down.
You have to defend the three-point line. They got lucky he missed that one.
Duren with a screen on Hero. SGA drives in to take the lead. Money from 3.
SGA drives, the defense collapses on him, and then he finds the open teammate. Textbook stuff from an all-star.
Now here's Hero. Oh, can't hit the jumper. SGA. Yes, sir! The finish with the jam.
And you just know that Gilgeous-Alexander is going to be the one taking these shots. How clutch.
Trailing by 5. There's 57 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Capela, and the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Ooh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. So he comes up empty at the line. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he ends up making the second. And that increases the lead to 6. And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. SGA against Hero. No good! Had a chance to end the run there. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. And so they foul intentionally. And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And he's able to hit the second one. And that makes it a 7-point lead. And it looks like they just won't have enough left here at the end.
Yeah, they simply ran out of time and energy.
Oh, it's off! Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. He's guarded by Hero. Yes, sir! Count it!
Yeah, and Gilgeous-Alexander is a fighter. Someone that challenges the defense and bullies his way through contact.
the Magic win it. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
NBA, they showed their character when it mattered most, sending those fans home happy.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. With Tim Legler, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. As always, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony courtside. On our sidelines tonight, reporting Allie LaForce. Our starting group for Orlando. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Harden. Then there's Tamani Kamara. Then there's Jarrett Vanderbilt. And it's Duren in at the 5, down low. And for the Bucks, Buzelis out there with Zachary Rizachet. Then there's John Morant. Then there's Walker Kessler. And it's Kessler in at the 2-guard spot. And as the NBA season rolls on, GA, what's one of the biggest challenges this time of the schedule?
I'd say maintaining your level. It's so hard to be consistent throughout the season, and it's really about the mental side of the game. It's so tough to stay locked in.
And he jams it with authority.
And, guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And, guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
Pass to Morant. Castle against Harden. 5 to shoot. And the basket by Castle. Castle's got his second basket of the night.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
One of the quickest players in the league. Once Gilgeous-Alexander gets a step on you, it's over.
Here's Morant over SGA, and Kessler throws it down.
I'll tell you what, he is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the basket.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebounded by the Bucks.
He converts those at a high rate, but not that time.
Here's Castle. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Castle's got 6.
And early on, they looked great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
To the paint, here's Vanderbilt. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there. 4 or 5 to start the game. That's their first miss.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He can't hit that time.
Well, it's clear he's frustrated. Just needs to slow things down a touch and let the offense come to him.
That's a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Rizachet. And not going to go. He misses the first attempt on the night. And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go. SGA's got his second basket.
And when you get physical with Gilgeous-Alexander, you really have to hit him, or else he just powers through that contact.
The Bucks working the ball around. Here's Morant. Vanderbilt with the rebound.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Duren sets the screen for Harden. And Duren slams it in.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
People have said, Greg, he is a system unto himself. In fact, he said it about himself. James Harden's ability, GA, to break down defenses remains in rarefied air.
And even as he's lost a step now, his supreme skill level ensures he remains a threat on a nightly basis.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks a lot, guys. John Morant able to fly with the best, but he said, sometimes I get knocked out of the air and hit the floor. After the game, you may feel that, so I just pick and choose, man. Hey, 2 points is 2 points. I get it done. That's all that matters. Back to you, Kevin.
He can still get up. Allie LaForce with that report. Great job as always, Allie. Thanks. The Bucks have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Here's Morant. Lays it up off the glass.
And no problem for Morant that close to the hoop. Once he gets inside, he makes it look easy.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Pass to Harden. Duran with a screen on Castle. To the inside. Stolen by Kessler. Castle with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Here's Shia. Oh, yes, the turnaround.
Shia has everything you need to be a great mid-range shooter. He stays on balance, can rise above defenders, and has that high release point. He's got the total package.
It's tipped. Rebound by Wallace. Bucks leading by 4. Here's Castle. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. The Bucks, they won their last contest, that game against the Pelicans in New Orleans. They grabbed their own miss. Right wing. On the wing, Harden. The Magic need to get a shot off here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Honestly, I have no idea what happened right there. That was wild.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Got some changes here for the Bucks. Carter comes in for Walker Kessler. And Shepard subbed in for John Morant. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Green, he's checked in for Jalen Duran. Kevin Huerter comes in for Tamani Kamara. Maravich is checked in for James Harden. And Simmons subbed in for SGA.
I like the touch from Shepard finishing around the rim.
Simmons left side. And they double up Simmons. Shea with the steal. Inside. Here's Castle. Back to Shea. Driving inside. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Now that's how you finish with authority. Show him how it's done, young fella. Stephon Castle is a problem.
Outside, Maravich. Pass to Simmons. To end the drought. Carter pulls it in.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock, and the shot goes in.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Oh, great defense. They anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Bucks leading by 10. Shea with it. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. It's Carter, high post, and the layup is good.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Milwaukee on top. They lead by 12. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
I really like how they're knifing inside with confidence, exploiting any openings they see in the defense, taking advantage.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside.
We've got Shepard. Edwards is out there with Wallace. Then there's Shia, and it's Carter in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Maravich kicks to Vanderbilt. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Screen by Bowl. It's stolen by Carter. Over in the corner, Shepard. Good, and the assist goes to Edwards. Shepard's got 5.
The shooting ability is incredible. Shepard's got a shot from all over the floor.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Ellis is checked in for Milwaukee. The Magic trail by 15. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Boy, was he something else against Dallas. Good work there as it goes.
And moving with such speed, the quickness of SGA's drives, something to admire.
Edwards with the screen for Shia. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Shia's got his second basket of the night. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Duran sets the screen for SGA. Down low and stolen by Wallace. In the corner, it's Ellis. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. And here's SGA. He'll bring it up for Orlando. Down by 15. Fades. They get it again. Pass to Kamare. Lopez a screen to the middle. Tries again. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Even though his game is more perimeter-oriented now, Lopez can still mix it up inside.
Wallace. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Jalen Duran.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
No good on that. Greg, you think about the value of those sage veterans on a team, guys that have been around the block, played a lot of years. Why are they so important?
Well, a lot of times they'll echo the message of the head coach. And I tell you what, it's also, as a coach, you love having those veteran players because you can trust what they're going to do on the floor. That consistency is really important, not just for the coaches, but the teammates.
Harden outside. 6 on the shot clock. At the top of the key, Kamara. Ellis grabs the board. Bucks leading by 13. Pass to Wallace. Here's Shia. And again, the Bucks miss. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Defense right on him. Rebound, Milwaukee. The Celtics will be coming into town for the next game, and that game is the second of 2 straight at home. In the corner, it's Ellis. Looking for Wallace. He gets it there. 2 points. That one goes. Wallace has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And the dunk by Bowl.
It's really easy for Bowl to throw it down. Man, I'm a little jealous, especially with these freaky knees that I've got. I don't even think I could dunk in my dreams.
A different look for Milwaukee. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Wallace. And it's Morant in for Shia. Morant pulleys his way inside.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Green, he's checked in for the Magic. Maravich comes in for James Harden. Green, the screen. Into the lane. Oh, that's blocked. And the block shot turns into a shooting foul. So the defensive effort there a bit too much. As the officials will send him to the line, and he'll shoot some free throws. Maravich hits them both. Bucks leading by 13. Pass to Morant. Now Buzelis. And Carter has it in the corner. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his third assist on the night.
You know, when Carter Jr. is hitting this, it opens up everything else. Love seeing him get going from there.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Bull. To the inside. Here's Buzelis. Lays it up and banks it in.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
The Magic trail by 18. Outside, Maravich. Ja Morant grabs the rebound. The Milwaukee Bucks, they won their last contest, that game against the Pelicans. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, the Bucks want to capitalize on their bigs. Coach Doc Rivers said, one advantage we have is our size, and the slower the game gets, the bigger we get. So taking opponents out of transition, making it a half-court game, allows us to be a big basketball team. Guys, back to you.
Leveraging all that size. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. And here's SGA. He'll bring it up for the Magic. It's a 16-point game. Bull setting the pick for Gilgeous-Alexander. Bull can't hit. Milwaukee's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Pass to Carter. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
In the corner, it's Buzelis. Drops in the tray. Buzelis has got 5 points so far.
And when it comes to the three-point shooting for Buzelis, we know he has the ability, but we need to see consistency.
Down low, got a piece of it. Here's Shepherd. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. And against one of the toughest offensive players in the league, they've been doing a great job shutting down James Harden. Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
Well, thank you, guys. Doc Rivers here with us now.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in just a moment.
Take a look at Orlando. Guess they're playing decent, remaining somewhat competitive. Just feel like this team is stuck right now, unable to get to...
And let's talk now about the game we've been watching. What a terrific first half for the Bucks. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. We've seen Stephon Castle having a really great game.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. Toumani Camara is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then there's Jalen Duren. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Harden in at the 2. Gilgeous-Alexander against Morant. Pass Pass to Kessler. It's stolen by Vanderbilt. Duren with it. He's picked up by Morant. Duren the pass to Vanderbilt. Over Kessler. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. It's his first trip to the line.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
And we saw it last year, guys, because those numbers were so low. Teams weren't afraid to put him on the line where points were hard to come by for him.
Kessler with the bucket. The Magic trail by 21. Outside, SGA. Inside, here's Kamara. Shoots over Rizachet, and he overshot that one, missing. To the paint, here's Buzelis, and he uses the glass on the layup. Buzelis has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
With his soft touch around the rim, Buzelis should score a lot of points in the paint over his career.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Banked in off the glass.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Morant passes to Kessler. It's stolen by Vanderbilt. Now here's SGA in transition.
An outstanding transition player. When Gilgeous-Alexander is on the attack, good luck trying to contain it.
Morant passes to Kessler. Pass to Buzelis. 4 on the shot clock. And it's off from 3-point range. The Magic trail by 19. Outside, SGA gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Down low, and Kessler throws it down.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry.
Well, you need both to make it special, and they pulled it off just right.
Ben Simmons, he's checked in for Orlando. Kevin Huerter comes in for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Stolen by Kessler. Here's Rizachet. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul. Looking like your classic wing. Zachary Rizachet is 6'8", long, and can hit threes. A real modern swingman.
Good on the second free throw. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Orlando. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Detroit, where they'll face the Pistons. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Pass to Castle. Kessler, a screen on Simmons. Here's Rizachet, and it's denied. And here we go with the Magic fast break. Here's Harden. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to go on Buzelis.
If you want to know how clever Harden is as a player, just take a look at his one-on-one game, the way he can pretty much beat any defender. Quite impressive.
And the Bucks making a change here. Wallace is checked in.
He's about as calm as you can be at the strike.
With the drive to the inside. And he banks in the layup. Wallace has got 8 points.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And Duren slams it in.
Oh, some slick passing from Harden on that one.
Bucks leading by 16. Pass to Castle. Now Rizachet. He has 5. A floater. Morant with the bucket. 6 points for him.
And the delicate touch on display there. Gotta love when Morant lets that floater fly off his fingertips. Beautiful.
Over to the left wing. Here's Rizachet. He's defended by Huerter. Here's Wallace, and it's Wallace slamming it down.
And there's a nice playmaking element to Castle's game, especially at 6'6".
Harden the pass to Vanderbilt. Reza Shea with the steal. And now Reza Shea running the floor all by himself.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed on both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
For the Magic, Bol, he's checked in for Jalen Duren. Green comes in for Vanderbilt. And it's Maravich in for James Harden. And it's sent back by Wallace. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Morant with a wide-open look. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Milwaukee?
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
And I've also noticed how opportunistic they've been off turnover, doing a really good job taking advantage of the opponent's mistakes.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Carter comes in for Walker Kessler, and Shepard subbed in for Stephon Castle. The Magic have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the field, a 75% clip.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
And the Bucks making a change here. Edwards is checked in. Milwaukee's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And that one's good. Reza Shea. Reza Shea's got 9.
Well, Reza Shea has decent size, and he uses it well that time to put points on the board.
Maravich with it. And it's Wallace picking him up. Green with a screen on Wallace. Maravich the pass to Green. And Green slams it in.
Look, when you play as a team, good things tend to happen for you.
Carter with a screen on Maravich. Inside. And Bol sends it back.
Great defense from Bol, using that massive wingspan perfectly right there.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
2 shots. He hits the second from the line. The Bucks shoot has been just outrageous, 64% from the field to this point. Here's Reza Shea. Maravich defending. Puts it up from 15. And that one's good. Reza Shea. Reza Shea's got 7 now in this quarter. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Milwaukee on top. They finish off the third. Let's take a listen to a recent huddle from Coach Billy Donovan.
They're shooting a high percentage, but you know what?
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And it's Milwaukee's ball. Buzelis out there with Wallace. Then it's Stephon Castle. Then there's Edwards. And it's Shepard in at the point guard position. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
Slick drive by Buzelis. He moves well for a guy that size.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam. Brought to you by AT&T. Lopez, a screen on Castle. Man, got a piece of it. Out of bounds, magic ball as Orlando keeps possession. Carter, he's checked in for the Bucks. Beal comes in for Stephon Castle. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group. Duren, he's checked in for Lopez. Vanderbilt comes in for Draymond Green. Tamani Kamara, he's checked in for Mann. And it's Harden in for Terrence Mann. Wiley, he's checked in for the Bucks. And for the NBA, anytime there's a blip in the ratings, Clark, you've got those who will begin to criticize the state of the game. Do you find any credence there?
I think in many cases it's a bit of an overreach, an attempt to try to define something simply that's more complex, to have a simple answer for a complex situation. I do think the league is very much on the right track in continuing to listen to criticisms and then evaluate them on their merit.
Harden the pass to Vanderbilt. Duren sets the screen for Harden. Milwaukee with the rebound. Carter's got 4 rebounds now tonight. To the middle. Over in the corner, Shepherd. And again, the Bucks miss. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. Driving to the basket. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
Boy, he's been a different player here in the second half, looking much more comfortable on the offensive end.
It's stolen by SGA. That's to Harden. That's good, and SGA with the assist. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 5th assist in this one. Milwaukee leading by 21. Inside, and Edwards slams it in.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does make me look back a little bit, but I could never throw it down like that. It sure does look good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Well, Clark, with the game becoming more global, some are saying the NBA should adopt some FIBA rules to more closely align the league. Any changes you welcome?
Well, you know, Kevin, with all the shooting that teams possess now, maybe the league can get away from the defensive 3-second rule. I mean, there's so much switching and interchanging of players. The offenses are usually so well spread out. I think you should just maybe abandon that particular rule. Throw those big guys a bone and let them park inside at their own peril.
He is a really good athlete. Give Shepherd a launching pad, and he will not turn it down.
Pass to Vanderbilt. Outside, SGA. Just 4 to shoot. Here's the floater. Rebound, Milwaukee. Carter's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Shepherd. SGA defending. Beal. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Smith checked in for Wendell Carter. The Magic also changing it up. Kevin Huerter. He's checked in for Toumani Camara. Maravich comes in for James Harden. And Simmons subbed in for SGA. With floor spacing so in demand league-wide, Clark, there are non-shooting big men on the chopping block, wouldn't you say?
I agree. I mean, for centers, you've got to have the awareness as far as cutting and moving off the ball and then using what they call circle action in the paint to create an angle for the pass and stay out of the way. Those are things that are part of the game now for the big guys.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Looked to me like just a frustration foul. It really kind of sums up the game they're having in general.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Iguodaro's checked in. As Johnson in for Bradley Beal. And the Magic making a change here as well. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Vanderbilt.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
Simmons passes to Duren. Outside for Simmons. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Reed Shepherd. That's foul number 2 for him. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Riley comes in for Keldon Johnson. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Vanderbilt's checked in for Draymond Green. Toumani Camara comes in for Kevin Huerter. Mann's checked in for Maravich. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Ben Simmons. Here's Carter. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Simply overpowers defenders when met with contact. Wendell Carter Jr. is tough as they come.
You know, everyone's aware, Clark, of the team rivalries in the NBA. But there are, I think, still plenty of personal ones, too.
Yeah, I would agree with you there, Kevin. I mean, you've got highly competitive, accomplished guys making up the rosters on NBA teams. And if a player wins the individual matchup in one game, you can be sure that opponent in the next game is going to look to make things a little different.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Milwaukee.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag. And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Wallace.
I tell you what, this guy worked his behind off on both ends of the floor. He was really an intimidating presence out there.
Magic shooting about 43% here in the fourth quarter. Outside, SGA. Kamara with it, and it's Carter picking him up.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
That one is off.
Durant taking 2 shots.
He doesn't get the second one. Here's Shepard. Vanderbilt defending, and Edwards with the stop.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Here's Mann. Riley covering. Mann passes to Durant. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Here's Shepard. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly.